All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we will pick up where we left off. We'll try something a little bit different today. Yes. All right, we're gonna finish off the notes from yesterday. What I'm going to do, is reopen later tonight. I'm going to reopen the CUA for anybody that wants to retake it. The one we took in the lab. The test. All right. I'm going to reopen it tonight. And you will have until Friday morning to retake it. What I will do is go with the highest of the two grades. Okay? But I feel like that would be more advantageous than averaging it out. But yeah, I feel like that would be more advantageous than averaging it out. That makes sense? So I'll just take the highest of the two grades. All right. My suggestion is when you retake the CUA, take your time. All right. Not again, I told you guys, you're not confined to, you weren't necessarily confined to a time limit. However, you do it at home or you do it online, there's no time limit how long it takes you. You know what I'm saying? All right. If you want to retake it, you have the opportunity to do that. I'm going to reopen it tonight. You will have until Friday morning to take it. You got a figurative language quiz on Friday, but that will not be included in the report card. Okay? That makes sense? Third meeting, all right, Asher? Long day? All right. It's only third period.
I'm hungry.
So, today we're going to finish off with our intro proposal. Okay? We're going to finish off our intro proposal and start. We're going to continue with connotation and denotation. Does anybody know what connotation and denotation is?
Like annotation, but different.
No, it's nothing. It has nothing to do with annotation. Anybody know?
I probably learned somewhere that it's forgotten.
Connotation is the emotional and imaginary association surrounding the word. Okay? What we mean by that is, if I use a word, a phrase, there is a certain stigma attached to the word, right? If I use key phrases or key words in a certain way, you will automatically associate those words or phrases with a specific feeling. And I'll give you some examples in a second. Denotation is a strict dictionary meaning of a word, right? There's no figurative, attachment to it. Whatever it is, what it is. Okay? So, let's take a look at this example, right? You may live in a house, or we live in a home. Okay? But what is the connotation attached to that? What is that saying?
Like we live in a house, but it's a home.
Okay, so what does that mean? What's the association surrounding that phrase?
Oh, it's like
Talk about.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
It's kind of like, well, what makes a house, what makes something a home is like, it's a place where you feel safe and surrounded by loved ones. And a house is really just a building that you live in.
Right, physical structure, right?
Oh, I get it.
Right, so you may live in a house, you may live in a physical structure. You have a home, you got 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, living room, dining room, you got a big room, you got a big, huge backyard. But there's not a lot of love. camaraderie. There's not a lot of family attached to where you live. You got this great big house, and even though I live in a one-bedroom shack, built with cardboard, everybody loves each other.
So,
And
house is the denotation. And farm.
well, you have to take the whole phrase in totality for the connotation, right? You may live in a house, you have a physical structure, it's big and huge, but it's not really a home. Like you don't feel welcome there, there's no family atmosphere. Does that make sense? Right? Let's take a look at some examples kind of drive before the home. Okay. So, which of the following has a more favorable connotation? Which of them has a more favorable connotation? Would you rather me call you thrifty or penny pincher?
Penny pincher.
Would you rather me call you penny pincher?
Yeah.
I'd rather be thrifty. Now, granted, they both mean the same thing, right? People that don't like to spend a whole lot of money, that like to keep it inexpensive. However, penny pincher miser.
Hey!
See?
You just said you wanted to be called that. Why are you complaining now?
Right? But if I said, Ethan, he's a really thrifty guy. Thrifty little fellow.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, that's what we need.
You're a thrifty little guy.
Okay, you're right. I did change my tone. Ethan, he's a penny pinching miser.
I am.
It does.
I mean, it sounds like
Don't call them misers.
Oh, he's penny pinching. He's thrifty. Exactly. More favorable connotation. Okay? What about pushy versus aggressive?
aggressive.
Okay, now let's play real world for a second, right? Angel owns his own business. He's a very aggressive business owner. He really goes after, what it takes to make his business successful. Would that be okay?
Yeah.
It would? Okay, Miss Perryman back there. When she goes to work every day, she's really aggressive.
Well, it depends on the situation. It depends on the situation.
So the reason I said that, the reason I use that comparison is because it is a proven fact that this term or terms like it, when applied to a man versus a woman, takes on a whole different connotation. That makes sense? A man being aggressive is seen as a good thing. He's really aggressive. He's a goal getter. But if a woman is aggressive, she's a B word.
Well, that's why the society is.
Whoa. You can get RBG.
Well, put your mouse on.
You really don't know who RBG is? Raise your hand if you know who RBG is. Who's RBG? You raise your hand. So who is RBG? I'm not asking you to explain it. Just who is she?
Martin Luther King.
But what the hell?
He's just being funny. Who is RBG?
Okay, so.
Just tell me who she is.
Just
I'm not asking you to explain it. Just say her name.
Oh, I forgot what it means.
You're killing me, Small. RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She recently just died. Supreme Court Justice.
Oh, is she that?
Oh my God, she just died last month. I'm going to go ahead and say yes based on her name, but I
Oh, I heard about her.
Yes,
When
she
they put
was.
her first on Trump or something like that.
Yes.
Oh!
Right?
If people believe that, she put her first on Trump, they will take it.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say no to that one.
He said like he put her first on.
Okay, that
I feel like
didn't
that's-
go the way I planned it. That didn't go the way I planned it.
I feel like that's just more of the whole anti-Jewish stereotypes, Jewish people.
We'll come back around. All right, what about politician versus statesman? Which is more favorable? Statesman. Chef versus cook.
Yes.
Even though they do the exact same thing, right? One just sounds more professional than the other. Slender versus skinny.
Skinny.
You gotta be skinny than slender.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want to be a slender man.
All right,
No, my childhood.
Wow. Okay, you know what? I get it. You know, your frame of reference, that has a negative connotation to it. See what happened here?
It's Susie.
All right, well, he's skinny. All right, let's move forward. We're actually almost done. All right, so let's talk about some other basic elements of poetry that you guys need to be aware of. Okay, we talked about diction before. Okay, diction is a choice of words by an author. Okay, a choice of words. Okay, not necessarily how they say it, but the exact words that they use. Now, choice is very important for the simple reason that what I say can affect how you feel. The words that I use, again, penny pinching miser versus really thrifty guy. Okay, that negative connotation can make a difference in meaning. All right. And it leads to the tone and the mood of the poem. Okay, the words I choose can tell you how I'm feeling. So when I ask Ms. Perryman, hey, Perryman, how you doing today? Horrible. That's not what she said. I said, hey, Ms. Perryman, you guys not getting good connotation. Oh, or something to that effect, right? I guess she had a hard day in practice yesterday. That was yesterday. You still feeling it?
Yes.
Actually, a good workout today will help you get more lactic acid out of your body. Lactic acid. You know that soreness you feel after a workout? Yeah, that's lactic acid. That's your muscles.
Man, I thought this was English.
No, this is school. This is school. Don't you come to school to learn? I mean, you don't. I die.
You could pass like you said.
Okay, that's on the class. All right. Other elements to be aware of, okay? You know what mood and tone is, right? Don't let your tone, well, the author's tone affecting my mood. That's how I like to keep them in track. The author's tone, that's the reflection of the author and the poets in this case. Their attitude. The mood is how it makes you feel. Okay? That's vitally important. That's a small but huge difference. Okay?
The tune is like the tone, it's like the attitude of the tone.
But the author, like you can tell what the author, how they felt.
Yeah, and then the mood is how it affects you.
How that, yeah, exactly. How it affects you. Any questions on mood and tone? All right. Now, we're going to talk about some different types of poetry. We will probably stop right there because we're going to be talking about parallel structure. It's still grammar. Ellie, okay. Okay, Ellie, are you tired too? It's still a period. You got to be with
Coffee is disgusting. Coffee is good.
For me, it depends on my life. I can only drink.
So, you guys are primarily used to dealing with free verse poetry. You know what free verse is, right?
Yeah, it's like you can say whatever, it doesn't have to.
Right. Free verse, whatever, however, there's no real rules. Now, obviously, in free verse, you're still using things like sound devices and figurative language. But for the most part, you use them however you want. You're not confined in any real way. Right? Other poetry, not so much. There's still a couple of steadfast rules that you got to kind of stay in line with. Right? You have narrative poetry, which tells a story. Okay? The two types of narrative poetry are ballads and epics. Now, you probably won't see epics until you get to English. You might see them in English too, but you definitely see them in English too. Okay? Perfect example of an epic would be Homer's Iliad. Iliad, the Iliad. Let's have you on your phone today. Somebody look it up.
Homer's Iliad. It's like this.
I found an answer. It's displayed on your iPhone.
It should be Illiad.
L-L-I-A-D.
Yeah. Iliad.
Homer?
Homer by Homer.
I found a book on it.
Yeah.
No, man, I was talking about the movie.
Huh? What was the name of the poem? Yes. But they're like just thick.
Oh my God!
Why aren't you guys surprised that it's a poet? We're talking about poems. I only thought it was poet guy.
All right. Then you have ballads. Raise your hand if you watch Lord of the Rings
I haven't seen it in forever, but I believe only the first movie.
or Game of Thrones.
I've seen a couple of them.
Okay. So you know those songs that they're always singing about heroes and the great things that they've done?
Yeah,
Whoa, sir. Calm down.
No, don't.
Game of Thrones is one of the greatest shows Go after you now.
Also, the scene
It's HBO. What do you think? All right, but I mean, those great epic songs that you hear guys singing about heroes and then and what they've done, that's what we call a ballad. It's still a poem, just in a sing-songy way, right? Yeah, that's not even close. All right, dramatic poetry, however, you have one or more characters speaking. They're addressing a specific listener. Listener may be silent but identifiable. Usually, conflict that the speaker is involved in is either intense or emotional. Okay, dramatic poetry is that drama filled. Okay, not the same as drama the way we studied it when we talked about it, like acting it out. But it's how could you do this? I didn't read it. Okay, Telemundo. Like having Latinos in it. Telemundo, right? Imagine the drama of Telemundo. Poetic.
What's telling you?
You've never seen Telemundo before?
Nope.
I got you, Ethan. I'm going to expand your mind.
I don't want it to.
Your brain's gonna be.
I'm going to expand your mind. You're going to love it. All right? All right. Then we have what's called lyric poetry. All right? Lyric poetry is poetry that expresses a speaker's personal thoughts. Okay? Now, usually short and musical. We got a whole bunch of poetic types, including haiku, sonnets, free verse, and many others.
Isn't a haiku like 7 words?
Huh? It is. That's why they're called lyrics. Right?
Isn't a haiku 7 words or something like that?
No. So let's talk about. We're going to get the haiku here in a second. Okay. But does anybody know the steadfast rules on a true haiku?
I know there's something about
Yeah, 7 syllables or 11 or something like that.
Right. 17 total syllables, 3 lines, 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables.
Oh my God.
But what's the other one that makes it a true haiku?
It's made by
Doesn't have to rhyme. In fact, most haikus don't. It must address or talk about season, nature.
Oh,
That's what makes it a true Japanese haiku. You can write a haiku 575, but a true Japanese haiku addresses the seasons of nature. That makes sense? You okay? All right. Oh, look, I do this. All right, so we just talked about that, so we're going to spend a whole bunch of time on it. Okay? If you guys want to write haiku, that's okay.
wait. Do you know why it has to be 17 syllables?
No. The only thing I can say is the Japanese are very precise like that.
It's just something that's.
Why 17? Can't be more.
Again,
They're just
You
like,
know what? I will try to find that answer for you guys, but I can't necessarily tell you what the top.
you have a phone with it up.
Not right now. We're actually. So here's some quick examples.
I guess my role is get hostage.
Since morning glories, hold my well bucket hostage.
Is it summer?
Is it? Remember, it just has to address nature, period. It has to address nature of the season, right? Does this address nature? It doesn't.
It does. That's
Since
summer.
morning glory, that doesn't address nature.
It's the morning. It's warm. They're wanting some water.
Yes, it's summer.
Does it have to be summer for you to go get water?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only get water in the summer. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry. I forgot. The only time you can drink water is during the summer when it's hot. The
Or
only time.
unless it's Texas and you have to drink water every day. Or you can go swimming.
Or you know, just be a normal human being and drink water in normal amounts.
What about this one?
First autumn morning.
The mirror I stare into shows my father's face. Does that address nature?
No, it literally says autumn in the first one.
I'm just making sure something different. All right, now with sonnet, we might touch on one or two of these. Okay? They come from Italy. Most of it, not all of Shakespeare's sonnets are about love or being related to love. And they're usually written within a series with each sonnet a continuous subject to the next. So think about sequels in the movie. Okay? You don't necessarily have to write this down. All right, this is kind of FYI. So it's 1 through 126, 127 through 154. Again, we won't be touching on Shakespeare too much. We will touch on Shakespeare.
Wait, the fair use is all those pages? 1 through 126?
No, these are all poems. These are all sonnets. That's Shakespeare. All right, what's one?
That's a lot.
Wait. You need to know that. I'm sorry. You definitely want to write this down. You definitely want to write this down. All right. So, the structure of sonnets. Okay. The structure of sonnets. You have what's called quatrains, couplets, and then we talked a little bit about iambic pentameter. Okay. But it's a traditional sonnet. 14 lines made up of 3 quatrains. Quatrain is a stanza of 4 lines. Okay? Quad. Everybody see that? Okay. A couplet, which is a 2-line stanza. Okay? So again, 14 lines made up of 3 quatrains, 1 couplet. So what that looks like. You have 3 quatrains, 4 lines apiece. So you have lines 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your first quatrain. 5, 6, 7, 8. You don't have to write this down.
But 4, 8, 12.
Plus 2 is
16,
14.
and then 2. I counted 12. I think it's 3.
That's your third. And then you have your couple. And that is the basic structure of the sonnet. All right? We talked about rhyme scheme, we talked about iambic pentameter, all right, A-B, rhyme scheme, okay? You can rhyme couplet. So couplet at the end should have should rhyme, all right? Here's an example. All right, sonnet number 18. So I compare beautiful summer's day.
Yeah.
Now, I want to love you more temperate. Rough winds do shape the garden bunch of men. And summer's leaves have all too short days. Sometimes too hot and high and heaven shines, and often you just go too touching good. Maybe fair, unfair, sometimes decline. By chance or nature's changing course, I dream. I doubt he actually talked to people that way. Right? Let's assume he didn't talk to people that way. Right? Within the context of his time, yes. Within the context of his time, yes. But this is not conversational though. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's think about any rapper that you listen to. Think about NBA Youngboy. I mean Youngboy. I'm sorry.
Youngboy.
I'm sorry. I missed his name up. Do you really believe that if you were having a conversation with NBA Youngboy, he would talk exactly as he rapped?
No.
First of all, I hope not.
To be honest, probably.
I think we talk more info.
Or be like Blueface,
No.
who purposely raps off beat.
No.
That's not a talent about it. That is more stuff. That's two little dance together. You guys. All right. So there's the first quatrain, there's the second, there's the third, and then there's your couplet. All right.
So long, so long.
Now, free verse, this is how you guys write. This is where you spend most of your time when you write. Okay. You can do whatever you want, however you want with the elements, or you can do nothing at all. All right. So that's where you spend most of your time. You don't know who Walt Whitman is. Interesting enough, the high school I graduated from was Walt Whitman High School.
I know who Walt Whitman is.
Who is he?
I've heard his name.
He was a poet in the 1800s. All right. He was a weird dude. Like, he was into a lot of stuff. I'd rather you look it up than me sit here and tell it to you while I'm there. But he was into some weird stuff. He was kind of different. All right. Again, we don't have to spend too much time on free verse, because this is where most of you guys do your writing. Okay. Free verse is all about your idea and what you're trying to say. You don't have time for rules when you write free verse. All right, here's an example of it. Let's see what time it is real quick.